You know, when you become pregnant, most women find that everybody wants to give them advice. But what should women really believe or listen to? Our pregnancy expert, Judith Schuler, breaks it down for us. And we actually have some kind of common advice slash things that are told to pregnant women.
Oh, people hear everything.
And you're going to give us like the yay or nay, right?
I'll try to clarify some of them.
To clarify some.
Yes.
And some of these, I think, I'm sure a lot of pregnant women are going to say, oh yeah, I heard that one. The first question that we're going to throw up is about your hair during pregnancy. Women hear all sorts of advice during, what should a woman believe? That's what we're going to go over. But the first question is, can a woman get things done to her hair during pregnancy?
Yeah, you hear you shouldn't have it permed or colored or straightened. That's all false. I had my hair permed and colored, and the only thing you might have to be cautious with is the smells. If the smells bother you, then don't do it. But the process itself will not hurt your baby.
Okay, so you can still look fab while you're pregnant. You can still get the hair done. All right, let's go with a different question that we were asked. What about warnings against soaking in hot tubs and spas?
That is true.
Okay.
We don't want you to raise your body temperature artificially. If you exercise and your body temperature goes up, that's okay. But hot tubs, spas, steam rooms, no, those will raise your temperature, even a very hot bath. So we want you to avoid that because those can cause problems for the fetus. So make your, avoid them and say, wait till after baby comes.
And I actually think the next question kind of falls in line with that same thought process, which is some people say a pregnant woman shouldn't use an electric blanket to stay warm during pregnancy. Why?
Well, that we believe, we don't have lots of research done on pregnancy and electric blankets, but electric blankets and the heating pads that, the mattress pads that you can put on your bed have an electromagnetic field, and we don't know how that affects a fetus. So we suggest that you avoid those and maybe stay warm with a comforter or a good quilt or snuggling up with your honey.
Or with your honey. Oh, I like that option. Now there's lots of advice that comes along with traveling, but this one is actually kind of specific. Is there any danger to a pregnant woman going through airport security or maybe even using a microwave oven? I guess it's kind of in the same thought process.
Yeah, we have people ask us that question a lot, and no, the amount of radiation that you're exposed to traveling, going through the X-ray machine is very, very low, and you don't have to worry about that. If you were working at TSA and you were assigned that place, yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. The same with your microwave. Most people don't stand in front of the microwave the whole time things are cooking, and you do have to be using that microwave quite a bit to get any kind of exposure. If you put your food in and wander away and come back, or if you've got, quite a few dishes to heat up, that's okay. That is not going to cause you any harm, or your baby.
Or your baby. And see, I'm the type of person, I sit in front of the microwave and I tap my foot. I'm like, all right, hurry up, I want my food.
Well, it doesn't last that long.
It doesn't last that long, so we're okay. Now this next question I thought I've never heard of this, but I guess somebody must have heard this along the way. Can raising arms over your head cause the umbilical cord to wrap around the baby's neck?
No. That's complete fallacy. Your baby is contained inside the uterus. So nothing that you do outside, any activity other than, if you get in an accident or something, nothing is going to harm that baby. Actually, raising your arms is good for you, and we recommend it in our books for exercises. So your baby's totally contained. So anything you do is not going to harm the baby in that way.
That one was interesting. Now this one, I think the answer is going to be quite surprising. What about a baby being born with a head full of hair if mom suffers from heartburn during pregnancy? Are these two things connected?
Yep, they're true.
They are connected.
Yeah, as hard as it may be to believe, your baby, in studies, if you have a lot of heartburn, your baby has a greater chance of being born with lots of hair. Now, I had no heartburn during pregnancy, and my son was bald till he was 14 months old.
So that makes sense.
To me, it was true. But yes, there's something to do with heartburn and the, I guess, the hormones that produce the hair in the baby. So that is true.
Very interesting. And there's so much more interesting information in all of the books.
Right.
Judith.
All of this information is contained in our book.
And then some. To learn more about your pregnancy, be sure to check out Judith's series of books and exclusive videos on her website, yourpregnancybook.com.